Hey guys, so after my first video I made about Grr Mania, I got a lot of interesting comments from Grr Mania fans, or maybe they were just atheists in general, I don't know. But one stuck out to me very, very clearly. Stay tuned and find out what this comment was and what my reply is. So on my video to Atheist Grr Mania, a gentleman who goes by Greg Letter left a comment. Now I'm just assuming that he's claiming to be an atheist, so he never actually comes out and says it, but it's really the only assumption that I have to go on. And this is exactly what he says. He says that it is extremely evil to be okay with a God that would allow someone to be burned alive here on earth or in hell. And to condone evil is to be evil, and to condone extreme evil is to be extremely evil. So basically, he's just trying to say that God is extremely evil because people catch on fire or get caught in house fires around here, or because, people go to hell. But the first thing I have to ask is, where in the Bible specifically does God or Jesus ever condone evil? Now, if you're speaking of when God commanded the Israelites to kill the Canaanites, the first thing that we have to understand is that if God is real, and he is, then God doesn't kill anyone, first off. He just moves their location. Secondly, have you not read what the Canaanites were doing? They were committing all kinds of perverse sexual immorality with each other and animals, and they were literally burning their babies alive on the molting hot arms of Moloch, a god. Now, atheists ask all the time, why, if God is so good, does he not rid the world of evil? But yet it's funny because when he does rid the world of evil, y'all call him immoral. Y'all call him evil. Also, the Bible never mentions torturing in hell, and I don't know where anybody ever comes up with that. It mentions torment. It does not mention torture. Torment goes on here on earth. Such as anxiety, stress, worry, those kinds of things. That's torment. And the Bible uses fire to describe the severity of hell, because the Bible also says that hell is a total, utter darkness. So, it can't be both full of fire and also dark at the exact same time. It just can't. So once again, it's just given a similarity of the loneliness and sadness and the despair and the torturing the torment that goes on in hell. Hell is separation from God for eternity, as heaven is in the presence of God for all of eternity. But honestly, if you're an actual atheist, as in someone who truly doesn't believe in any of this at all, none of it, then why are you worried about it at all? It sounds to me that you're not an atheist at all, but someone who just hates God. So next, this individual, this Greg Letter, says that one of the most self-defeating, irrational statements I've ever made, they say, is the only thing immoral is for any life form to suffer in any way against their will, and that's why it's immoral, sorry, I get my words confused there. It's immoral to have a child. You remember that video I made about Grr Mania saying that Christians should support abortion? He was basically agreeing with Grr Mania. And all I can say is, what is going on here? So it's immoral for a life form to suffer against their will, so therefore we should just chop the babies up and abort it against their will? Are you kidding me? What is wrong with people? You can't be serious. Please tell me that this is not your actual thought process. I can't even gather that kind of thought process. I'm not even going to respond to that comment because it doesn't even make logical sense. I agree with the first portion of your statement that nobody should suffer. I agree with that. But that's it. The rest of your statement is completely self-defeating, it's evil, and it's completely immoral to want to kill babies and children that are under the age of accountability. But here's my advice to all the people who truly want to be atheists. Before making comments and trying to argue points, you really need to study every religion you're trying to argue about. You need to study it in the actual language from which it was written, and study all the literature that is used in that book. And then you need to study cosmological problems, archaeological, philosophical, teleological, and all the others. Because you can't be against, any kind of specific religion if you don't know what it's about. And then you follow the evidence, though. Once you learn everything, you follow that evidence to the most least difficult conclusion you can come up with. Now, without doing all these things, you're not making very good points. Let me make that clear to all you atheists that like to comment on my videos, and some of them I don't even comment back. It's because your points are self-defeating and they make no logical sense. And honestly, you're not representing atheism very well. And it's probably quite embarrassing to a lot of them, because I know many atheists who are extremely intelligent, and they are offended by the lack of knowledge and understanding and intelligence some of these comments are. And many of you so-called atheists, y'all make the most ridiculous comments, and y'all have no proof. Y'all just go off of things y'all hear, or y'all read one verse in the Bible and that's it. Y'all don't study it, y'all don't look into it, nothing. And now, if that sounds like it's just too much trouble to go into and to go through to become an atheist, then just say the truth. Just say that, you might believe in God, but you hate him. I mean, I'm all up for debates, and I'm all up for discussions, and I'm all up for giving answers. I even try to understand from an atheist perspective on many, many things. But as far as many of the comments that I receive, they don't even deserve an intelligent response. I mean, in fact, most of the comments are just self-defeating or break at least one laws of logic. But, that's just what happens when you don't study what it is you're trying to argue against. You all have a blessed day, and God bless.